As we grow older, the small things become the big things. And in ways we often overlook, simple hygiene, the parts of our body we clean or forget to clean, can quietly affect our health, comfort, and even longevity. Because neglecting certain areas of the body doesn't just lead to odor or discomfort, it can lead to skin infections, inflammation, and silent illnesses, especially after age 60. In this video, we'll walk through 5 body parts seniors must wash daily and why each one plays a vital role in staying strong, independent, and well. These aren't about beauty, they're about basic care for a body that's carried you this far. Body part number 1, underarms, a small area with big impact. They're hidden, quiet, easy to overlook. But your underarms, or armpits, play a surprisingly important role in your overall hygiene, body temperature, and daily comfort. Especially as we age, the underarm area becomes more sensitive to moisture, friction, and bacteria, which means neglecting to wash your underarms daily can quietly lead to discomfort, odor, infection, and even systemic health issues over time. As we get older, our body goes through natural changes. We sweat less overall, but sweat tends to collect more in certain areas, especially where the skin folds, like the underarms. Our skin becomes thinner and more fragile, which means bacteria or irritation can cause more damage than before. Our sense of smell may decline, so we might not notice underarm odor, but others do, which can lead to embarrassment or social withdrawal. Some medications or health conditions, like diabetes, can increase the risk of skin infections, especially in moist, enclosed areas like the armpits. That's why cleaning this area every single day is not just about smelling fresh, it's about protecting your skin and confidence. You don't need anything fancy, but you do need consistency. Step by step. Use lukewarm water, not too hot to avoid drying or irritating the skin. Use a mild, fragrance-free soap, especially if you have sensitive skin. Gently lather with your hands or a soft washcloth. Don't scrub harshly. Rinse thoroughly, leaving soap residue can cause itching or rashes. Pat dry carefully. Moisture in this area breeds bacteria. Optional, apply a gentle, non-alcoholic deodorant or natural powder to stay dry during the day. If you're less mobile, consider using a long-handled sponge or asking for assistance. It's worth it for your health. If you notice any of these under your arms, speak with your doctor. Redness or dark patches that won't go away, persistent itching or burning, bad odor even after cleaning, small bumps, boils, or skin breakdown, rashes that seem moist, sticky, or painful. These may be signs of bacterial or fungal infection, often easily treatable, especially if caught early. Your underarms may be a small part of your body, but they hold a big key to your daily comfort and health. Taking a few minutes each day to gently care for them is an act of respect, not just for your body, but for your presence in the world. Because when you feel clean, you carry yourself differently, more freely, more confidently, more fully alive. And that, at any age, especially after 60, is something worth honoring. Body part number 2, feet, especially between the toes. They carry you every day. They've walked through decades of life, across kitchens, sidewalks, hospital halls, and garden paths. But too often, our feet become the most neglected part of our body. And as we grow older, that neglect carries greater risks. Because for seniors, especially after 60 or 70, foot hygiene isn't just about comfort. It's about circulation, infection prevention, mobility, and dignity. The skin on our feet, particularly between the toes, is thin, prone to dryness, and often enclosed in socks and shoes for hours. This creates a perfect environment for fungal infections like athlete's foot, cracked heels, which can bleed and become infected, bacterial growth between moist toes, foot ulcers, especially in seniors with diabetes or reduced circulation. If left untreated, these problems can become serious, even leading to hospitalization or long-term complications. And yet, the solution is gentle, daily care. Washing your feet doesn't need to be a burden, it just needs to become a daily act of care. Step-by-step foot care for seniors. Sit comfortably. Use a shower chair or stool if needed. Use warm water, not hot, as older skin is more sensitive. Use a mild soap and gently lather your entire foot, tops, soles, and especially between the toes. Rinse thoroughly. Soap residue can irritate skin if left behind. Dry completely, especially between the toes. Use a soft towel and don't rush. Apply gentle moisturizer to heels and soles, but avoid between toes to prevent excess moisture. Inspect your feet daily for redness, cracks, blisters, swelling, or wounds. If you have trouble reaching your feet, a long-handled sponge or trusted caregiver can help, because foot care is essential, not optional. Signs you should never ignore. Check regularly for red, itchy, or peeling skin between toes, unusual odor that persists, discoloration of toenails, yellow, thickened equals possible fungus, numbness, tingling, or coldness, small cuts or sores that don't heal. These could be early signs of infection or poor circulation, and the earlier they're caught, the easier they are to treat. You've walked far in this life. Every step is a story, every mile a memory. Don't let pain or infection rob you of your freedom now. Don't wait until walking becomes fear. By simply washing your feet daily and giving a moment of care to the spaces between your toes, you protect not only your health, but your independence, mobility, and quiet joy. Because every journey that matters begins with healthy feet. Body part number 3, private areas, front and back. It's a topic many avoid, whispered about, or skipped altogether, especially in older age. But the truth is, properly washing the private areas, both front and back, is essential to health, dignity, and comfort after age 60. As the body changes with age, these areas become more vulnerable, and what was once simple automatic hygiene now requires more attention and more care. This isn't about embarrassment. It's about understanding how to respect the most sensitive parts of the body, gently, safely, and consistently. As we grow older, our skin becomes thinner and less elastic. Hormonal shifts, like menopause, reduce natural moisture and pH balance. Mobility may decline, making proper cleansing more difficult. Conditions like incontinence, constipation, or limited hand strength make cleanliness more challenging and more important. Left unwashed, these areas are prone to urinary tract infections, UTIs, irritation or itching, painful rashes or yeast overgrowth, skin breakdown, which can become infected, embarrassment or odor, which affects self-esteem and social confidence. But all of this is preventable with gentle, consistent hygiene. How to wash properly, with safety and respect. You don't need fancy products or pressure. You need warm water, mild soap, and intention. Step-by-step care for private areas. For the front, vaginal, or penile area, use lukewarm water and a soft cloth or your hand. Use unscented, gentle soap, or no soap at all if the skin is sensitive. Wash front to back, especially for women, to avoid bringing bacteria toward the urinary tract. Rinse thoroughly and dry gently but completely to avoid moisture buildup. Avoid douching or internal cleaning. The body maintains its own balance inside. For the back, anal area, wash carefully after every bowel movement, if possible. Use soft toilet paper or warm water with a bidet or perineal bottle. In the bath or shower, use a gentle soap and rinse well. Dry fully. Moisture here can lead to rashes or skin breakdown. For those with hemorrhoids or fragile skin, pat dry, don't rub. If you or a loved one uses incontinence pads, adult briefs, or catheters, extra hygiene is critical. Change protective garments regularly. Clean the area thoroughly and gently. Use barrier creams if recommended by your doctor. Never ignore redness, burning, or foul odor. These are signs of possible infection. Caring for your most private parts isn't shameful. It's an act of respect for the body that has served you, protected you, and carried you through every season of life. You deserve to feel clean. You deserve to feel comfortable. And you deserve to feel unashamed of your body, just as it is. So wash with gentleness, dry with patience, and know that in these quiet daily moments, you are protecting not just your body, but your confidence, dignity, and peace. Body part number 4, folds of skin, neck, belly, and under the breasts. As we age, the body naturally softens. Gravity pulls gently. Skin thins. And areas that once stayed firm and dry now create warm, hidden folds under the arms, beneath the breasts, around the belly, or at the neck. These places may seem harmless, but they are the perfect home for moisture, heat, and bacteria. That's why washing and drying skin folds gently daily is not just about hygiene. It's about preventing infection, discomfort, and quiet suffering. In skin folds, the air doesn't circulate well, sweat gets trapped, soap can linger, friction increases with movement. And for older adults, this can lead to yeast infections, heat rashes, chafing or irritation, foul odor, skin breakdown that leads to ulcers or bleeding. Conditions like diabetes, limited mobility, or obesity can increase these risks even more, especially when folds are ignored during bathing. But the solution is simple: gentle, consistent care. How to wash skin folds gently and effectively. You don't need force, you need attention. Step by step, use lukewarm water. Extreme heat can damage delicate skin. Use a mild, fragrance free soap. Wash the area using a soft washcloth or your hand, paying close attention to underbreast, underarm, belly creases, back of the neck, and between skin folds on thighs. Rinse well. Soap left in folds can cause rashes or itching. Pat dry gently but thoroughly. Moisture trapped in folds is one of the biggest causes of infection. Consider using a non talc drying powder or barrier cream, if recommended by your doctor, to reduce sweating or friction in problem areas. If you need help reaching certain folds, a long handled sponge or trusted caregiver can assist. Dignity can still be preserved through communication and respect. Signs that require medical attention. Don't ignore. Persistent redness, burning, or itching in the folds, cracked, weeping, or peeling skin, white patches or cottage cheese like buildup, possible yeast, strong or sour odor despite regular washing. These may be signs of intertrigo or a fungal infection, which can worsen quickly in warm, moist areas. The places we can't always see are often the ones that need the most care. And when you tend to your folds slowly, gently, and consistently, you're not just preventing discomfort, you're reminding your body, I still honor every inch of you, even the quiet places. Because self respect isn't always loud. Sometimes it's as quiet as a towel softly drying the curve beneath your arm. Body part number 5, hands and fingernails. The daily messengers. Your hands have held babies, stirred soup, signed papers, held tears. They've helped you build, bless, and belong. But they've also touched doorknobs, money, shoes, public surfaces, and your own face, often without you realizing it. That's why clean hands, especially under the fingernails, are one of the most powerful forms of illness prevention, especially for older adults. In fact, the World Health Organization has said that simple hand washing saves more lives than any medicine ever created. As we age, our immune system weakens. We become more vulnerable to viruses, bacteria, and fungi, even the ones that once seemed minor. And since we use our hands for everything, they're often the number one way infections are spread. From the bathroom to the kitchen, from the grocery bag to the mouth, from surfaces to your eyes, nose, or a healing wound. Neglecting hand washing can lead to diarrhea, food poisoning, respiratory infections, including COVID-19 and the flu, fungal buildup under fingernails, eye infections, worsening of chronic conditions due to secondary illness. Washing hands well is simple, but most people don't do it thoroughly. Daily hand washing tips for seniors. Use warm water and soap, not too hot to avoid drying the skin. Scrub all areas, palms, back of hands, between fingers, and under the nails. Wash for at least 20 seconds. Hum a slow verse of your favorite song. Rinse thoroughly. Dry completely with a clean towel. Damp hands spread germs more easily. Apply gentle moisturizer afterward to prevent cracking. Cracked skin increases infection risk. For fingernails, keep them trimmed and gently filed. Use a soft nail brush or an old toothbrush with soap to clean under them at least once a day. Avoid biting or picking at nails. Tiny cuts here are gateways for bacteria. When to always wash hands. After using the toilet, before and after preparing food, before eating, after coughing, sneezing, or touching your face, after touching pets, garbage, money, or outdoor items. After coming home from any public place, your hands are more than tools. They're messengers of health. They carry care, but also risk. Treat them with the same gentleness you offer others. Wash them like you're protecting not just yourself, but those you love. Because in every quiet rinse, in every drop of soap, in every nail gently brushed clean, you're extending your life, one thoughtful moment at a time. After all these years, your body has served you well. It has held you through storms, carried you through losses, stood with you in joy and in pain. It deserves respect, not neglect. It deserves gentle care, not avoidance. And sometimes that care starts with the most simple, sacred act, washing, not just for cleanliness, but for connection. Because every time you wash your feet, every time you dry a fold of skin, every time you clean beneath your nails, you're not just preventing illness, you're telling your body, I haven't forgotten you. I still choose to care. If this video reminded you of the power in daily hygiene, please like this video. It helps others find messages that can quietly improve their lives. Subscribe to True Senior Wisdom for weekly guidance on aging well, living simply, and treating yourself with the care you still deserve. And in the comments, we'd love to hear which of these 5 areas are you most committed to caring for today? Do you have a tip or routine that helps you feel clean and cared for? Because aging isn't about giving up, it's about coming home to yourself, one soft washcloth, one breath, one kind habit at a time. You're not too old to feel well. You're not too late to begin again. Start today with water, with warmth, with love.